Hey, how's it going, everyone? Just to get straight to the point, this video, I'm not really sure how long it is. I mainly just want to try to get my point across with this whole Keemstar ordeal going on. If you haven't heard, H3 Productions, Ethan Klein, has made a video in exposing Keemstar. This video is not going to have any cuts or anything. I'm just pretty much just trying to get to the point, like I've said before, but exposing Keemstar. Okay, shout out to Ethan and Ela and their son. I'm hoping you see this. Don't really know, really small channel, but you never know with YouTube and how they surprise you. Just to get to the point with Keemstar. I'm glad someone is putting a video out there to expose him. I think the ways in which he does his work and does Drama Alert, there's not really a lot of research that he does, and he just bases off of what he's getting after. I'm going to use some examples a little bit through this video, and if you need even better examples, you can probably find the links or even watch H3's video to even get more information. So to get right in, so H3 made a really, he did his research, he made a really some good valid points on exposing Keemstar. So first off, I think one of the very first things they mention is, I see it, and I watched the whole video, and I think he seems like more of a sociopath, someone that does wrong and doesn't get that they're doing something wrong. You can see a lot of examples through his videos. Is he doesn't want to look as he doesn't want to look as he is the victim. So you can see the examples where when it came to, I'm going to make the first example being that when he was exposing, I think, Smile for YouTube, and which he was, something went wrong, or he maybe didn't like him, something went wrong, but he went to the extent of exposing, giving his phone number out, getting his wife's phone number out, and trying to figure out his address where he lived. Why though? Like, it doesn't, what point do you get to where, as a human, it doesn't matter how mad you get that you're going to go to that point to expose someone, and even in then, like H3 even mentioned, that to expose his wife, get his wife's phone number, like the wife had nothing to do with this. This guy's a family man, and you're trying to ruin that reputation. So I'm guessing that he did get that address out because eventually SWAT did show up to that place, and that's just so crazy. To move on a little bit more, I can kind of like study a little bit of his emotions, how he acts when he has people on. There's nothing he can take serious. Everything's a laughing matter. I think I forgot the YouTuber's name, but he, he passed away by jumping off one of the Manhattan bridges. He did. Keemstar did have an interview with him that was 51 days before he was committing suicide, and how Keemstar acts throughout all of this is crazy. The things that he tweets, things like that. Like, this is the thing, you should be able to split reality from jokes, but it gets to a point where they seem serious about it. And then how Keemstar was relating and putting this information out, it seemed like it was more of a serious deal rather than him joking about it. Him not being synthetic about stuff or emphasizing or caring about the emotions that were going on through this YouTuber's life. You could totally tell that there was a lot going on with this YouTuber, with studying the little mental illness, how he was acting, saying that the world was out to get him, everything's a simulation in a game. And then when Keemstar is having an interview with him and having it over the phone, it's just a laughing manner. He's not seeing that there is an actual mental illness, and he's at his highest peak of having that. And it doesn't help that Keemstar was feeding him information, just playing along with him, because with people having those mental illnesses, it's not something to play with and keep acting like it's just like it's a game. But that probably didn't help out a lot, and after that, probably a lot of Keemstar's followers and have attacked that YouTuber, and probably really didn't help that situation. I think with any mental illness, you have to put in consideration that it needs to be, you have to understand that and the better you can understand that, the better you can help the person from seriously hurting themselves. I think I'm just gonna like really make it short here, but I'm on H3's side. I'm glad he did a lot of the research in which the wrong of Keemstar. There's a lot more I could talk about of how he certainly exposed someone that wasn't a pedophile as someone that just looked like him, and then this person. Actually, I'm going to talk about that because I think that's important to point out too, of what H3 gotten out of that. So what happened is there was an allegation about an older man that was a pedophile or a sexually assaulting or doing something, and it was accused. And Keemstar went off the picture, and there was a streamer that usually streams like RuneScape and stuff on Twitch, and he got him and was thinking of exposing him just because he looked similar to the picture. Years go by, the older gentleman replies to Keemstar and says, hey, this really just broken a lot of my reputation. A lot of people are still attacking me and threatening me and wanting to kill me and do all kinds of things. And it seemed like it was very generous of him to make that and then, message Keemstar, but how Keemstar reacted just seemed so abnormal. He seemed very attacked, and he's angry, and just doesn't want to take the blame for that. Like, he totally had a whole thing on Drama Alert talking about how that person was, and when there's video evidence, you just can't hide the fact, and that's exactly what Keemstar tries to do. I think I'm just going to go ahead and wrap it up because I could probably talk about this for a whole freaking hour. But yeah, shout out to H3. Thank you for making that video and trying to expose Keemstar. I'm just hoping he gets banned from YouTube because after all that, I think it's something that is needed.